Tom Perez was speaking again, which is really unfortunate. And DNC Chair Tom Perez on Sunday defended the lawsuit, asked why Democrats didn't wait for special counsel Robert Mueller's Justice Department probe into election interference to end. Perez said on NBC's Meet the Press that the DNC needed to file in a timely manner under the statute of limitations. That, and they know that it's probably never going to end. They know that Robert Mueller's thing is probably never going to end. It's just going to go on indefinitely, no matter how many guitar picks I drop. All right. I don't know. Well, they admit that. Here's a quote from Tom Perez. I don't know when Director Mueller's investigation is going to end, nor would I ever ask him because I want him to do a good, thorough job, Perez continued, adding that he's confident the lawsuit will get a jury trial. You know what you get? You know what Tom Perez is? If you take the principal from Beavis and Butthead and combine them with Milhouse from The Simpsons and somehow make them even weaker and more pathetic than both of those characters combined, that is Tom Perez. That is how pathetic of a human being he is. And I'm sorry if that's how. Actually, I'm not sorry, because that's the truth. He's supposed to be the leader of a political party, and he is about as inspiring as watching wet paint dry. He couldn't convince me of what restaurant to go to. He couldn't convince me to put the toilet seat down. And he's supposed to lead a move. I mean, it's unbelievable. The fact that they propped up this guy. I mean, he can't even talk. He is the principal from Beavis and Butthead meets Milhouse from The Simpsons, but more pathetic. And of course, CNN just put some bullshit ad in front of this dumb article. All right, the suit has garnered criticism from Missouri Democratic Senator Claire McCaskill. Claire McCaskill! That's how horrific the Democratic Party is. They have ideas where when they unleash their ideas, I think, oh, Claire McCaskill's actually right on this one. This lawsuit is a painful waste of time, and this proves something we've known for a while now. The Democratic Party, they don't give a shit about you. They don't even have a platform, and now they're doing this. Tom Perez says, oh, well, we can walk and chew gum at the same time. The midterms are coming up in November. Your party doesn't even have a platform. Not only can you not chew gum and walk at the same time, I wouldn't even trust you to chew gum. I would give you gum the way I would give a 3-year-old gum. I'd be like, look, you're not allowed to swallow this, and I would know you'd swallow it anyway. I'd be like, it'll come out in your poop, I hope. The lawsuit and other sideshows, such as the publication of former FBI Director James Combs' book, blah, 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 blah. Trump mocked the Democrats for their lawsuit, suggesting Republicans could use it to their advantage, and dredging up allegations against the committee's former chair, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. If WikiLeaks does countersue, something like that could happen where the Democrats would actually have to do that sort of thing. Let's see here. Megan, thank you so much for your Super Chat contribution. And put your values in your lawsuit. Well, you know, when we lead with our values, we're going to win the lawsuit. It's unbelievable. I mean, this proves once and for all that the Democrats are just done. I mean, they're just done. How could it be anything else? Pam points out they do have a platform. It's Russia, Putin, Stormy Daniels. Exactly. Progressives are taking over the Dems. Not really. I mean, Austin, I hope that happens. And I think there's a chance, and I support trying. But as far as actual change, we've not seen it. And the way the Democrats are set up, they are going to stifle progressives at every turn. And this is not me being overly cynical. This is me dealing with the reality that's unfolded within the past 2 years, where the Democrats have exposed who they really are, and they are what we've. They're not an incremental party that's pushing us in a more progressive direction. They're a center-right party. They're a center-right party. Most of them don't want, it's not that, oh, they want the same things we do. They just have a different plan on how to get there. No, they don't want the same things. They just don't. They don't want single payer. Overall, do a lot of Democrats want single payer? Yes. Do a lot of people that still think that the Democratic Party is the way to go want single payer? Yes. But the people, the establishment that has the power, they don't want single payer. They don't want to end fracking. They don't want living wages. They're against all those things. Quote unquote, progressive shows are against those things. They're not on your team. They're not on our team. So, and they're set up, you know, Nick Brana made this analogy, and I think he really nailed it. Say, hey, we're going to take over the Democratic Party. That's a great sentiment, but that's a lot like saying we're going to take over Walmart. Well, Ron, there's elections. Yeah, but there are things in place. There's the DCCC, which is a fundraising scam. This lawsuit, by the way, what is this lawsuit? A fundraising scam. Who actually gives a shit about Russia? Rich people. Rich people in the Democratic establishment. Why? Because they want somebody that's going to protect their tax bracket, but that says nice things. It makes them feel better when they're having their lattes. Why? Because they're rich. They don't have real problems. They don't give a shit about single-payer healthcare. They have their healthcare anyway. They can afford it. They don't care about living wages because they can't imagine the difference between $12 and $15 an hour. They don't give a shit about fracking because it ain't happening in their backyard. Like Phil Oakes said, they're 10% to the left in the best of times, 10% to the right when it affects them personally. That's the Democratic establishment. That's who the establishment is for. Who gives a poop about Russia? These people. That's who cares. Nobody else does. Nobody else. No one. But they have the deep checkbooks. That's why they're doing this bullshit lawsuit. They're going to get money. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.